Hello, it's vlog time again. And boy, have we had 3 weeks of it. Okay, so we'll start off with the background, which as I promised is the aerial footage from Porthcawl. Not as good as the western stuff, but it was a bit more windy and the software kept complaining. Even though the drone could handle absolutely perfectly, I followed the advice on the screen. I got about 12 minutes worth, so I think that's my target for today. I've got a lot more than 12 minutes worth, but I'm going to split it into a second video, which I will use on my retro channel, because that'll just be a video of shout-outs. I say just, but yeah, about time I gave some others some acknowledgement. Okay, so first, it wasn't really the first on the list, but it's moved to the top of the list. And, well, last Monday, well, just before Monday, it was a few days before Monday, my daughter came into the bedroom while I was trying to get to sleep for an early morning. She said, "Dad, I got COVID." On last Monday, I tested positive, and it's not very clear, is it? But I'm holding, there we are. You can still see as positive as well. There we go. I don't feel too bad. I honestly don't feel too bad. None of us have been laid out with it, and I don't care. Anti-vaxxers, you can go screw yourselves for all I care. They work. We've got vulnerable people here, and none of them have been life-threatening with this. So, yeah, it's been... The worst part has been the self-isolating. I haven't lost my sense of taste. I can still taste the coffee. I still smell the coffee, still smell the whiskey, still smell the beer, still taste the beer, still taste the whiskey. Yeah, no, couple of us have desensitized to taste and smell, but nothing really serious. Nothing really serious. My eldest who brought it in is already back to work. My 10 days since testing positive, which work requires, will be up on Wednesday, so back in work Thursday regardless. Providing I feel up to it, of course. I'm not going to go back in if I feel unwell, which I don't, to be perfectly honest. And yeah. So I finally caught up with us, and my daughter actually brought it in from a bus sneeze. Somebody sneezed on her on a bus. So there are some really inconsiderate people around. So yeah, this is why I still wear a mask on public transport and in shops. It's not over yet, but it'll never be over, so we just gotta get on with it. Let's get on with it. Right. Now, again, 3 weeks ago I said with that pool up, let's see the state of the garden. Well, I've topped up the pool a bit. I mean, we haven't got a hose pipe ban yet, but I haven't had to have a complete drain and refill yet. And the garden itself, apart from under the pool, which I dread to see when I take that up, but yeah, they behaved themselves, and it's not a marsh field, it's actually still a garden. So yeah, you can see the photo up there, and mind you, it is a bit dull today, but yeah, you can see that it's not too bad. When this photograph was taken, I hadn't been over and skimmed the top yet for the day, but yeah, I'm happy with the way this has gone. I'll probably go for a bigger one next year and actually level it out, put some matting down or something to level it out in the garden. Not too bad out there. I'll put it near the top of the garden so it's out of the way. Yeah, we've actually had some nice cooling times in the pool, so it's been worth it. It's actually been worth it. Despite my misgivings, I'm glad we got it. Now, the 4-way stick, which I was going to do, which I did, and I completed it. I got the last part in, which is the USB connector. Now that is absolutely solid. I can plug USB in there, any cable, any micro USB cable, and it's quite successful. I've used it on a couple of occasions already. So, another success. I've started getting parts together and plans for my twin stick. Now that's going to take 2 of those boxes. 2 of those boxes. I'm not starting it yet for reasons I will come on to shortly. We're getting the big parts together, that is. But I'm going to link them together. I'm not a ribbon cable as such, but I'm going to link them together. I got 2 little circuit boards, Vero boards, you know, just straight copper strips. So I'm not going to use any more soldering. All the soldering I've done on it is done. The Pi Pico is programmed, and I just got to basically plug things in now. I will have to probably crimp more wires, but yeah, no more soldering for that one. Again, I will put a USB connector on the end of it, and they will be bolted together. I've got the bolts for it as well. So yeah, just got to get the big parts now and more buttons and excuse me. Right. I also did another live stream test on Odyssey. Limited to 720p. Normally my live streams are 1080. And 2500 kbps. So the quality isn't all that good. What I did was I streamed some 64 demos, Commodore 64 demos, and almost instantly I got a dislike. So almost instantly, yeah. So, to be perfectly honest, it works. It was smooth, but for live streaming, Twitch is still king for me. It's just set up for live streaming. I mean, it even YouTube for pre-recorded, and Odyssey, of course, my backup. But Twitch for live streams. I can do it on Twitch. I can do it on YouTube. I can do it on Odyssey. Twitch still is by far the most integratable. So, live streams will be Twitch. Odyssey test was successful, and nah, I don't think I'll be doing that very often at all. Now, the reason I'm saying about why I'm not starting paying for the twin stick bits, I've booked up for Play Blackpool. I'm going to play Blackpool. I bought a weekend ticket, and I'll be arriving on the Friday, the 30th, departing on the 2nd of October on Monday. And I'm going to be having a good weekend. I won't be bringing my good lady wife, sadly, because she won't be able to do all the movement that's required, and it'll be very difficult with a wheelchair to get around. So she's letting me loose free on my own. So I've got to behave myself, which I will. I always do. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to that. I will see a lot of retro streamers there, and also retro viewers. So that should be a good time. Now, we'll finish really with a sad note. Oliver Frey, artist of many a cover of magazines from back in my day. He sadly passed away from cancer yesterday. His partner Roger is not doing too well either. My thoughts are with Roger at the moment. It's a sad loss to the industry, sad loss to the... He was a great artist, really was, and brought a lot of joy to many. Rest in peace, Ollie Frey. And I finish with, as I say, what have we got here? Oh, 8 minutes. I am going to do some shout-outs. That will be on my other channel, where I'll have links and everything, because they're retro shout-outs. So I'm going to put them on my retro channel. So, we'll still finish with the Ukraine flag, because the war is showing no sign of ending. And, well, they may not be a perfect government. They certainly don't deserve what they're getting. So, here's for Ukraine to win. And Russia, just get out. Get out. Get on with some more global cooperation. We'll work better on cooperation. Always will. Anyway, I'll finish there, and I'll catch you in 3 weeks. Ta-ra now.